Hey everybody, Tyler with Whole Property Management here, and today's topic is midterm rentals versus long-term. What do you pick? Which one produces the best ROI? Lately, we've had a lot of owners asking about this. They ask us about midterm renting by the month. It's got to be furnished versus traditional long-term rentals. So some property managers also do midterm management. So I wanted to talk today about what do the numbers really say and which of these should you choose? So at Whole PM, we primarily focus on long-term unfurnished rentals. And it's not because midterm can't work, but because for most owners, long-term rentals produce the best total return. And that distinction matters because midterm rentals almost always look better on paper at first glance because the gross rent is higher. But profitability is about net income, not what that top line rent is. So with midterm rentals, owners will pay the utilities, the internet, cleaning between every stay, every tenant, and furniture costs. And there's more turnover. That's the big thing. All that turnover, multiple turnovers in a given year, with those vacancy periods and multiple leasing efforts in every year, that seriously eats into that premium rent that you get. So the good rule of thumb is this: a midterm rental needs to earn about 30 to 40% more a month than a comparable long-term rental to actually outperform it on a net basis. And if that premium is not there consistently, then long-term is going to win. So let's give an example here. In Denver, a one bedroom might rent long-term for around $1,400, $1,500. And a midterm might get closer to $1,900 or $2,000. But once you subtract the utilities, the cleaning, the furniture wear, you got to amortize that furniture because you're going to have to replace it eventually. And then the vacancy between stays, the net is usually similar, or it can actually be lower. So midterm rentals, they can work in the right instance, maybe if they're near hospitals for travel nurses, or if they're there's an insurance displacement event, then an owner wants flexibility, so they know they're about to need to sell or they're about to need to move in. That flexibility is valuable to the owner, so they're willing to take the lower ROI. So for the vast majority of properties and the vast majority of owners, long-term means fewer turnovers, lower wear and tear. It's a more predictable cash flow, and it's just better performance overall. And that's why our systems are built around long-term tenancy. So bottom line is midterm rentals are not bad, but long-term rentals are usually the better default. As always, the right answer depends on the property, but in 9 out of 10, I'd even say 99 out of 100 cases, long-term is the way to go. We want a tenant to move in there. We want them to make it their home, move their furniture, their belongings in there, be there for multiple years, have no vacancy for multiple years. Tenant is paying for the utilities or taking care of the lawn care. There's no cleaning costs, and in the vast majority of cases, that's going to get you the better return. If you have any questions on that, give us a ring here at Whole PM 720-737-1373.